What time is it?
It's big slappy time.
Recording.
Locked and loaded. Good morning from sunny Portland, Oregon. That's right, folks. It's spring in February.
Spring has sprung a little early this year.
I do worry, dear, about the
Yes.
plants because they're blooming. They're coming up. They're having their spring moment. And I'm worried if there's another
A spell.
cold snap.
A cold snap.
Dead.
They'll be
Snap
gone.
their little necks.
Don't they always? Isn't that part of the problem
Excuse me?
with the changing climate? We won't call it warming. Remember, it was global warming for a while.
Well, then what is it now? Climate change?
Climate change because
Climate catastrophe.
climate catastrophe. Look at these little piggies are out now.
Shoes are off.
Just kicked your shoes off getting into that climate
Kicked off
change
my
discussion.
sneakers. I know. I'm like, what is this, Florida?
Your climate grief has turned to arousal.
Climate beef?
Beef?
Climate queef?
The stages of
There's something there.
climate queef.
Oh, the climate
That
queef.
was
That's
Greta's
what they call.
nickname in high school.
Greta. She's still in that Israeli prison.
She'll never
in our hearts.
escape.
Let her out. Yeah.
Anyhow,
It's-
they'll bloom and then what I was saying is I think that's a big deal with like the bees
Oh no.
and
There's
like when the plants think that they don't ever really get a full bloom anymore because they
here's
start
the deal
to
with nature.
nurture.
It's all connected.
That's right.
That's what you're referring to. The domino effect.
Right.
Yeah, because you're coaxing everyone out early. They're confused. Remember when we saw the eclipse?
Oh my God! What
Bragg,
a moment!
Murf and I saw the full totality.
Totality. We saw totality one year.
2019, I believe. Crazy times pre-pandemic. But we flew to Redmond, Oregon,
That's right.
and we saw the real deal. And what happens is it was like 10 a.m. The cows, the earth goes dark. The birds stop chirping. Everything is still. I don't know if you remember this, but we were near a cow field, and they all turned around to go back to the barn because they thought it was nighttime.
Yes, it was pretty sensational, actually.
That's what's happening when you mess with nature.
Yes,
All these plants are coming up for spring, and then they're going to think it's nighttime.
yes. We had our little glasses on. The cows did not have their glasses, and
They were looking right at the sun. I said, don't do it.
no.
Those bovine retinas got fried.
They did. They were fried. Was
Fried
Mother
out.
Nurture a thing? Has anyone ever isn't
That's
that
a good drag name.
Yes. My two drag names would be, what was it? Oh, I think we already established on the program. DC Sniper, but like DEECEE, and then SNYPER.
Something cute.
Something cute.
Yeah.
And then,
DC Sniper's wild.
it is. It feels like a drag name from the 90s, even though before that event happened.
Mine would be Unabomber, but it'd be like UNA, like my name's Una.
Una Bomber.
OONA.
Love.
Unabomber.
DC Sniper and Una Bomber, welcome to the stage.
Thank you. I'm just saying if we're going that.
We are.
I love a brand.
Sure.
So if you did Mother
Mama
Nature.
Nurture.
Mother Nurture,
Mother Nurture.
I could do Daddy Longlegs,
Okay.
and I'd be on stilts.
Thank you.
All right. Well, those are good performance pitches for us.
Certainly. Quick. We just, we never want to take too much time on our rodent update.
Oh, God.
Not a sign of them now. Speaking of, this is all wrapped into the climate crisis. Is that now because spring has sprung, they obviously come in the winter they start nesting usually in the fall a little bit into the winter.
You've become quite the mouse.
Well, I've studied them. I've
mouse
studied
pert?
them. Mousepert. I'm a mousepert. The Mickey Mouse Spurt Club. And yeah, I've watched them grow up right before my eyes, and now they're out. And
Oh, you're saying they've
can't get
moved
this
out
mic
because it's
settled
like
here.
they're
There we
like
go.
summering outside. They think it's spring.
they're summering in
Well,
Nantucket.
this could actually work in our favor if there's a cold snap.
I mean, it really, meaning what? It would bring them back in.
Frozen in time. Well, if it happened quickly enough and they couldn't get back into nest, maybe they would just follow the Rainbow Bridge.
That would be it.
To
Their
mouse
bones
heaven.
would freeze. The little ones are not ready for it.
Oh,
But
yeah,
anyhow,
I know.
yeah. Hopefully they're, there's not a sign of them down here. So all week, which is unprecedented these last few months, as you've heard, listeners.
These
that
are
would know.
unprecedented times, people are saying.
They really are.
Okay, so the animals are gone. We can stop running our mouths about it and get back to the George W. Bush content we're all here for.
Back to the Bush Dynasty content that we've
Back in the bush. That's a good song.
Back in the Bush SSR.
Yeah, I was trying to back in Bush, back in black.
Back in black.
The bitch is Bush.
The bitch is Bush. Bush. No.
Bush. Oh, we were trying to think of a song. Like we have our errata theme song. We wanted our Bush
We
song.
did. I know. We've yet to land on it.
So this is that. I just realized we were doing that inadvertently.
Yes.
What about?
Well, the Bush Push was a version of the Tush Push.
Is
the
that
brotherly
a
shove.
football thing?
Yeah, Reggie Bush when he was with USC in college. They played a game against Notre Dame that came down to the wire, and Notre Dame just needed to stop at the goal line to win. And Reggie Bush pushed. I mean, I might get this wrong now. I don't know if it was Matt Leinart was the quarterback, but I don't know if he pushed him. There's a guy at the goal line, and you're not really legally then. It's like you can't push people
But
like
he,
that.
But
There
he
was
pushed
something.
his tush.
He pushed it, so he just got behind him and just started
Just
pushing him
like a rump
through the pile, like
grasp?
a rump push, and they just called it the Bush Push.
Oh.
So,
and
we're pushing Bush on this pod every week.
But that's not a song.
I know. So I'm like, do we play if we played like the USC Trojans fight song, that would be too
I don't
what do
think
you
we
call
need
it?
to play a
Esoteric?
song. Yeah.
Well, people
Let's sing
like,
a song.
It doesn't make sense, yeah.
All right.
Anyhow.
I keep thinking if I'll gonna come to me. I'm like opening my mouth like
And
waiting for a song to come out. It's just dust.
Just dust comes out. Well, we can slip into in a rata da vida, honey.
Don't you know that I love you?
Love.
You got some errata?
I have a serious errata.
All right. I got an errata to pick with
I
you.
got a rock hard errata over here.
Wow.
This is
Bricked up.
I in the moment was already thinking it, but I was embarrassed. As you know, I am the Middle Eastern jihadist expert of this pod.
I was like, where is he going?
Where is this going? Where will this land?
Well, it's like
It will land in the towers.
Cuomo when he's like, I am black. I am gay.
Yes.
I am a woman who's being sexually abused.
I am groping myself.
I
yes.
am, yeah. And you're like,
Right.
It makes it too easy to grab a soundbite.
This is my Cuomo moment.
Cuomo.
It was just, I was using in the last pod Al-Qaeda and the Taliban interchangeably, which is, of course, they're allies.
Canceled.
Yeah, no, I know. But I was saying more so like, because it was Al-Qaeda 1 was the lawn sign that we were discussing.
You were saying like the boys in the Middle East whooped us.
Yes, but Al-Qaeda, of course, being the globalist, decentralized jihadist movement, whereas the Taliban is just governing Afghanistan. But
they are.
But they were they were tight.
Feel.
They got nice and tight. We brought them together, in fact.
No, of course.
Again, as the common enemy there. But anyhow,
that was our bad.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay, well, that's a big errata.
That's a big
like
time
that's
errata.
an offense. You're gonna have to do 10 Hail Marys.
I have my. I've been returning to the church via.
You did say. Let me tell the
stream.
listeners. I don't know how serious this was, but you said, I'm going to take my family to the church.
Mm-hmm. St. Ignatius, St. Iggy's, is a church that I grew up in.
Near.
Grew up hearing about. No, but it was the family parish for a long time. On my mother's side, it was she grew up more so in the church. We didn't really grow up in the church, but as you know, I'm returning to my Catholic roots.
Is that just something old men do? Because I hear about that a lot.
Yeah, it's something old men and Candace Owens, I believe.
Oh wow!
We all returned to the Catholic Church. I don't know that she grew up there, but she's coming there now. There's something. What's sad about it is it's always co-opted. Everything. The Catholic Church has plenty of issues, but returning to Catholics is like, because Biden was our second Catholic president.
Kennedy then Biden.
Kennedy and
I
Biden.
believe so.
The big two Catholics.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, it feels like the right is returning because like right-wing evangelical shit is not quite on brand enough for Russell Brand, Candace Owens. I think a lot of influencer and talking head types have
people like about
gravitated towards yes.
Well, I was going to say there's like all the iconography. There's like weird stuff. It almost mingled with like, the Southern elements, like a little bit of like voodoo, you like Cajun flavor.
Interesting.
Like the saints kind of
yeah.
I just mean I think American Catholicism and Catholicism in general, and this is coming from a godless person, so take it with a big lump of salt. But like, there's a lot of weird shit. Yes. There's like gold baubles and like purple robes and like
there's something ritualistic
weirdness.
about it.
And I know that exists elsewhere, but I do think that's attractive to people.
Yeah, I think so.
The talisman,
the chants,
the omen.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow,
yes. Gorgeous.
The pageantry
Gregorian chants, those are cool.
Those are cool. So anyhow, I might be returning to the church. I might just go to a mass every now and again.
Bohemian Grove.
I might just return to the Grove.
Well, no, I would. Bohemian Grove is obviously where all the rich people go drink baby blood and do weird shit. But is that kind of like, I'm combining a lot of things here. Is that kind of like an eyes wide shut Catholic? I'm not trying to make that Catholic, but everything's kind of coming together.
Don't make that Catholic.
Well, that people feel less disgusting if it feels like it's based in something ancient
historical,
and like
historical.
It feels like there's a combining of like weird shit that rich people are doing to kind of have like a method to the madness of the horrific things that we're seeing come to light in these emails and et cetera.
Yeah, I would say that.
Et cetera.
Yes, I think there is something about the sort of the call to, a greater thing.
Which I haven't really seen in these emails. I don't want to get too into this. It's like really repulsive. It does just seem more like totally depraved. Like rather we're like the good old depravity. It kind of had this like fake, like we're doing it for this greater.
Grove. So here's an interesting point because you bring the Grove versus now this modern, Epstein
depravity. Yeah,
ring. I feel like the Grove was more symbolic and ritualistic. They were the masters of the universe planning.
Well, we don't know.
Planning and coming together and doing the Satan's work, but in a way that's
but they were like, we're drinking the blood of a baby to get stronger to lead this. I'm not at all saying there's anything positive about it, but there seemed like there was kind of like a dogma to it.
Right.
Or like I'm eating like children to get ancient memories of whatever.
It
there
feels
was
like
just
they're
this
two different
really
factions.
disgusting.
Yes, because
two sides of a similar coin though, because what on its face, what they're actually physically doing is just as disgusting. But the Epstein emails, one thing that's really struck me is just how flippant they are.
Yes.
They're like, want to go eat a baby later? Yeah. Right. After I fuck this, you know what I mean? You're like, oh.
There's not a lot of pomp and circumstance.
None.
Whereas in the OGs, when I was growing up with a young Alex Jones, his first documentary,
he was
of the
your
Bohemian
legal
Grove,
guardian.
he snuck in and filmed it. So I think that was, you see that, and there is but it's not, there's no actual, there's a lot of symbolism.
Right.
But it's a lot of course, like the big leaders of the time, this is pre-email also, getting together in a place.
Maybe they were just at the golf course saying that out loud.
They were. I mean, also what's funny is, do you remember the Nixon in the Watergate tapes? There was I remember Nixon had that great thing about Bohemian Grove where he's like, he throws the F slur around. Do you remember this?
Lips. I'm going to Bohemian Grove.
No, he didn't like Bohemian Grove. He was like,
he was a man of the people.
Those San Francisco types.
Deeply flawed, but a man of the people.
Sure. He didn't like, the elites getting, and the free, he's like, it was so fruity and blah, blah, blah. But anyway.
Fruity, okay.
We'll link to that in the that audio
link.
But that was just one of the fun gems that came out of the Watergate tapes. But I think it's interesting because there's not a lot of overlap we talked about with this new Epstein. It's like Cheney and Bush.
Okay, this is our Bush moment.
This could be absolutely be our Bush moment. Is that no Herbert Walker?
Bushy blonde hairdo. Could that be it?
Bushy blonde hairdo. Yes.
Surfing USA.
say.
Bushy, bushy, my hairdo. I used to think that they were saying something else. I
had no
knew
idea
what they
were saying, but we looked it up, and then it's bushy. It is bushy.
Bushy, bushy, blonde hairdo.
Yeah. So there it is.
Thanks,
That's our
Brian.
bushy, bushy, blonde. Thanks, Charlie Manson.
Oh, he was
Did he
writing
write
a
that
lot
one?
of their songs.
Anyhow, they were not in the files. Is my point. That whole operation. When
my gosh,
they,
this is like who wasn't in the files.
no, I know.
Moment.
It's like it's people being like, I long for the days of
Yeah.
of simpler times with W, like libs losing their mind and being like,
Yeah.
I just wish George Bush was back in office. Yeah, they're not in there. That was my point. So they were kind of doing the vacuum they left is where this kind of shit, and of course the tech, Silicon Valley, the tech, feudalists and the our techno lords. They kind of stepped into this power vacuum where once the old oil dinosaurs and energy dinosaurs did their whole 40-year plan, they were like, oh, there's a vacuum here, and then in come a lot of the people in the Epstein. Now there's some holdover from there, but it's just not the main players are not in there.
They lay the groundwork for
There's no rummy.
destabilization, which allows a lot of this gross shit to take place. But their point wasn't that kind of gross shit. It was more just plain old.
Yeah. And I also just think they were around too soon. They were around long enough to not get caught in the net, in this blackmail operation.
Yes,
they were
right.
just we're
That's
good.
exactly
We don't
it.
need.
No, we don't need to make excuses for them.
No, of course. Not that not that
But they were
weren't
just
doing,
old-fashioned exploiting.
They were a little simpler times.
Probably a little bit of both, though. We just don't know.
Well, they just didn't get caught. They didn't get caught in the net. In this particular.
We don't know that George Bush Sr. didn't throw up on the president of Japan because he had eaten baby meat that was rancid. We don't know that.
We don't know.
Because there's no email.
Spoiled baby meat.
There's a fax somewhere.
There is. There's, if we can release the faxes.
The eagle has landed.
Release the faxes.
Release the faxes. The Epstein faxes?
Yes.
We should make that T-shirt.
We should.
Would somebody buy that?
Would anyone buy that?
I also am seriously going to make a shirt that says "Where we go one, we go V."
Yes.
And if 10 people would wear that.
If we can get 10 shirts out there, where we go one, we go.
Excuse me. Yeah, it would be good stuff.
Before I splinter off on Wegovy.
Wait, can I say my errata?
Yes, but can I just do one? I want one loop here to finish.
Well, my errata is I don't have any, so take the floor.
Bless you. I have a few actually. We flopped.
Wow.
We flipped and we flopped.
Maybe I'm the Taliban expert now.
You may be. American Jihad. You. The loop I just wanted to say is what's funny. You brought up the emails and the writing of these emails, and I think a lot of this is we can just write off as modern times. We all send texts with no punctuation, and emails are half thoughts. But it is funny that the most shocking revelations in all of this for me is how casually moronic and lame, for lack of just the biggest collection of loser dorks that are ruling the world. But the way they their understanding of things, Epstein's kind of a dummy, which is another way.
Yeah.
He was a dummy who didn't quite have his own money. So you're him being presented as this brilliant socialite with a lot of money and ambition and ideas.
Our system rewards the worst shit. It just rewards people who are willing to do anything to get ahead, but it has nothing to do with intelligence.
Yeah.
And I think what happens is that people feel once they are rich, just because of their parents or because of their who they're in bed with or whatever, then they think they're chosen and that they're smarter, and then everyone else thinks they're smarter, and they must have done something to be, and that they're better.
Yeah.
And then they revere them and ask them for advice on big global stuff. It's very gross and weird, and they're all total morons.
And that's that's what I'm saying. To me, it'd be all of the transgressions, we can just call them as the friendliest,
that's nice. Polite.
All of the transgressions aside, if it was that, but then you did get a peek behind the curtain of when they didn't think they were going to be,
if they were
they
making
didn't think these emails would ever come to light.
Genius moves,
then you'd be
okay,
at least these are people who are the villains, the super villains of our cinema, of our comics, of our,
these are
fucking more. Yeah,
they really are.
They are, which makes this even more dangerous somehow?
Yeah, it's really gross.
Because like I said, if you leaked some faxes from back in the day, or if you leaked a letter that was sent from
telegram.
Bohemian Grove on behalf of the global elites, like from one, and a pigeon took it to another, across the country to the White House, you'd read the letter and be like, okay,
It'd be
I don't agree with it.
It might be written better. Yeah, I think the art of correspondence is dead.
There's that,
and
too,
that's
yeah.
a big complaint I have about the Epstein emails.
is the lack of and the redactions are fun. The redactions they've chosen to do are very fun.
Well, you were saying this last night. They'll leave in the grossest thing you've ever seen or read, and then they'll just take the name out, and it's like, what are you doing?
And not the name of a victim now. This is the name of the email that it
the
came
victims,
from.
The photos are there, the names are there. It's sickening.
It's to Jeffrey Epstein, what is it,
No.
J.E. Vacation or J.E. Vacation?
Yeah.
Jeffrey E. Epstein Vacation.
Yeah, it's like Jeffrey Epstein trafficking ring.
Great email. You could could have guessed that.
AOL.net. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, it'll be like to him, but then from redacted. And it's like Yo-Yo Ma's name will be mentioned, or Sun Yi.
But why are they
Like
protecting the perpetrators? If they're being released now by the DOJ, I don't really understand that. Like, why is that the secret thing they won't let us know?
My guess is there still just has to be some leverage, because Ghislaine is still trying to get leverage to get out. And saying basically that for both Clinton and
she will.
Trump,
She's going to exonerate Trump.
Yes.
I'm doing quotation marks for our listeners. Right. And then he'll let her off. But we all know they're as dirty as the day is long.
Yes. And people always say his right-hand woman, like for Epstein, which I believe it's the other way around, obviously. I think
he was
Maxwell's
working
the
for
brains
her. Yeah,
of the
absolutely.
operation.
Well, her dad was the one that was in with the Mossad.
Yes. Yes. So I think Epstein was used as a pawn from the beginning because he's dumb, like we were saying, but also was,
This is a honeypot operation. They were working with global intelligence agencies like the CIAs of different countries, and they were getting the richest and powerful people they could to do gross stuff. And they were, like their residences were totally audio, video, AV'd out, or cameras, and is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
I know this is like an oversimplified view, but that was the point. But then how many people were willing, just regular ass professors, lawyers, just like whatever, to just jump on board with doing some really depraved shit?
So what I think,
that's a revelation to me.
Yes.
Not that the grossest people are doing the grossest things, that kind of like what I would consider like normies are just like, hey, can I come bang? Like, what is that?
Well, if you were running a honeypot, I think why Epstein is the perfect puppet for this is because he's a sociopath, number one. Has his own proclivities, his own which I think is whatever, teenage girls, younger girls.
He's got a weird dick too.
His dick sucks. His dong sucks.
His dong sucks. I think that doesn't help.
That does not help.
I mean, we've done such a disservice to everybody.
But he also
Yeah.
I'm saying that you're saying with the normies coming in, it's people who I would say there's that part of it. So you can get people who are have made so much money that they can only get off on very extreme and more extreme, and as that builds.
Right, gross.
There's that. But then there's also people who are like, oh, he's a great money launderer.
Yeah.
He has those networks.
Come
the
for the
MIT
money laundering, stay for the kids.
Right. Or even if you never stay for the kids, you still have, once this all comes to light, you're complicit in a way where you're like, well, now we have to unravel. We weren't at the island doing the fucking. We were just laundering billions of dollars, which is also not.
We were in the room next door.
That's right. Yeah, we were like with the money.
We delivered a rich and powerful friend that was doing gross stuff because we knew that would give us leverage for our weird moves we were making. Like, it's just all. And then
the philanthropy part of it. So what you're saying, like you look at someone like Noam, you're saying professors, MIT. He also, like, a lot of his
Bill
ideas.
Gates.
Epstein is a grifter in the way where he'd be like.
I mean, Noam is no. I don't think no. I mean, I don't know. I'm not defending, but I'm saying you're definitely deeply engaging with this person. What is that?
I think geopolitical maneuverings and
people also don't want to be left out.
Beneficiaries.
Even if you're like, this guy is filthy. If you're like, he is well connected.
Yeah.
People who want to be power players or want high levels of information.
Access, yeah.
Yeah, access. Like, that's hard to walk away from. That's also an ego thing where you're like, okay, this is really fucking gross, but I don't want to go be a regular person now.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen behind the curtain. I want to be a power player.
Right. There's a lot of, yes, I think so. There's a lot of funny names where you also need to do the thing where you're like, what separating, which I think if you use any critical thinking at all, I think it's easy enough to look at this massive trove and be like, oh, this person was named 900 times.
Yeah.
This person was named twice. And it seems like maybe they were invited to a party, or what's the timeline?
They mentioned them, as being an invitee
Yes.
that didn't show up or whatever,
Like, I mean, I think, and there's people who said fuck off, which is very funny. Those ones that leaked. There's
Well,
a few
there
people
keeps
who,
being
I mean,
the-
Norm Finkelstein is a real one, of course.
and
But
wait, who was the other person? There were two people there. They're like the only people that look better.
There's a woman.
Ted Kaczynski.
oh, yes,
which I
your
wanted
boy.
to get into.
Yes,
Like
yes.
they were like after the files are surfacing, because it turns out a lot of the people he was targeting were on this Epstein list,
Yes.
but that you would have only known with a high security clearance or access
Interesting. Well,
to.
and Theodore was mingling with
Ted
intelligence.
knows.
Isn't that right, though?
I
He was
mean,
an MIT guy, right?
He was MIT. Didn't we train him as well?
I think he
was an army boy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he also had some. I don't know what his clearance level was, but I'm pretty sure he was.
Well,
mingling.
no, I think he's a good hacker and in with certain people.
Right.
I'm not saying it was like a legitimately.
But he was targeting potentially
That's the thing.
some of the
so people are like,
which again, of course, there's overlap there because
"This is
these are the-
Unabomber. This is me."
This is Unabomber.
I know. I was trying to bring it up then, but we got back to
Yes.
it. But basically, people are saying the Unabomber and Finkelstein are the real ones.
Yes, there's a few others too. I think there was a couple women that I remember being like,
Where
but
they were
celebs. Like
that said no, thank you.
Yes, because he also did. So the other funny thing is like you get someone like Nick DiPaolo, the comedic voice of a generation. But the comedian Nick DiPaolo, and there was another, maybe Brian Callen, who was like a scumbag. But there was like I'm just saying, he would reach out to these people and be like, "Oh, there's a dinner." Like they were setting up a dinner where he's like, "Oh, it's going to be Woody Allen and David Copperfield." You know what I mean? Like Epstein was piecing together little guest lists of like to have dinners to bring people in. I'm like, Nick DiPaolo. It's just the net went wide enough for both culture.
Yeah.
Because again, these are also
I mean, they
these are
really
also Zionists who
wanted-
are trying to
yeah.
always puppeteer not just the money and the influence of the blackmail operation for pedo shit, but also just the culture, trying to be like, oh, if we get more of Hollywood involved, like we got Woody,
Yeah.
we got. I mean, who else was on there from big Hollywood names?
Wait,
Copperfield.
Woody who?
Woody
Harrelson?
Allen.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I was like,
Woody,
not Woody
Harrelson.
Sorry, I tuned out for a second to everything you just said because I was looking. I just said that Ted Kaczynski had an army background. He didn't.
No, not a military. No, but
No,
MIT.
I was mixing him up. Yeah, with
Yeah.
okay.
Anyhow,
I just want to. That's a
Alive.
live errata.
errata in the moment.
Yes, you're right. He's a mathematician and domestic terrorist.
Yes, an eco-terrorist, if you will. And I
Well,
know you will.
I think I shall.
Mm-hmm. Anyhow.
Yeah. Anyway, Epstein Schmepstein.
Epstein Schmepstein.
Go die again, sir.
Can you die twice?
That's like a James Bond, isn't that?
Yes, you can only die twice, or what is it called?
Die, bitch. The Epstein story.
Little St. James, the second death.
Little St. James. That's a good to the tune of It's a Little Man. What's the Christmas song, the Beach Boys? In the morning, man, where the air gets cold. It's the little. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're talking about Santa's sleigh.
Bushy blonde hair, dude.
It's a little. I gotta look it up.
Yeah, look that up. While your eyes glaze over and you look that up, I'll just talk to myself here. But I want to say,
Please.
no, I do. I want to say, the perfect example where you're like, what the fuck are you doing here with these redactions? Is you left Soon Yi.
Little Saint Nick.
Little Saint
Sorry,
Nick.
but it's Little Saint James. Little
Little
Saint
Saint James.
James. That'd be a good cover.
Great cover.
Like Macklemore
Timely.
can do that. Get him.
Get him, Macklemore.
Get the pedos. Okay, go ahead. I'm ready.
They did not redact the emails. They didn't redact the name from the Soon Yi's emails, which were basically telling Epstein, like, yeah, those bitches who like.
Me Too went too far, she said.
Yes, and she was like, I can't believe a lot, which,
Yeah.
Stockholm, whatever her,
Well, people
we
are
can judge
giving her
all
a
we
tiny
want, but
bit of leeway because she was a
groomed
victim.
and
yeah, and has
abused, yes.
never like escaped her
Sure.
captor.
And that's common, it's not whatever. But my point is, you're going to redact, you're going to leave that email unredacted where you're just like, there's other, and that's kind of like, whoa, Me Too went too far versus like the most heinous imaginable emails that were sent.
Yeah.
And then they're just redacted.
The people are. I
The two line
it's
is
confusing, but I feel like they just didn't know who Sinu was.
Right.
Like sometimes I think they're just total idiots.
Well, they also
and,
flubbed the drop, which of course, because
course.
the level of incompetence here is also very funny because Trump has surrounded with all yes folks and no real. So this drop, it was like there was that initial one, which was very heinous, that Trump's name was not redacted from, and then they pulled it entirely. Remember that one? I'm not even going to read it. It's too dark. But people know there have been ones where they've done these drops and then they go, oh shit, actually we're going to pull these 50.
Which that's very sloppy.
It's sloppy
and the
as
fact
fuck.
that you're not just releasing all of them, that there is some method to this madness or a slow roll,
They're
then
claiming
why
it's only
wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's only half the material.
But then why wouldn't you have some like organization to that?
Couldn't you use like Salesforce or one of these AI things to just?
I don't
know why
know.
Salesforce, but probably because I just watched all these.
Salesforce? Is that what that does?
No, but like ChatGPT, you could run an AI filter through these things to be like, let's just not release any of these files that have these keywords
But then you're
in them.
just training ChatGPT.
Oh, ChatGPT is well aware of.
ChatGPT is
is
compromised.
currently relitigating Pizzagate.
Sorry,
along
this
with
is
Tucker Carlson.
I want to hear more about that, but this is a perfect segue to another topic. If we do want to get off Epstein for a minute,
We'll
get
be
off
back.
the island. Okay.
Let's get off the island.
Little Saint Jane.
Little Saint Nick.
I went to a birthday recently where everyone was asked to write a limerick for the birthday person, and I just was shocked by the casual use of ChatGPT. I am in a circle or bubbles where we all think that's just heinous. It's ruining your brain. It's shrinking the gray matter in your brain. It's sucking up all the water. It's just like this awful, awful thing that you would maybe even still utilize for complex number
Tasks,
situations at work or needing to run a systems analysis or something. People aren't I'm going to go live in a tree per se, but they're just no casual use.
Yeah.
Civilian casual, writing emails for you. And I just got a little bit outside of that bubble and I was shook by
At how
everybody.
How casual the use.
Everybody's I can't write it. I'm you can't write a 5-line poem that's stupid and supposed to be stupid.
Yeah.
And rhyme, you have to do 2 rhymes because there's 1, 2, and 5 are all the same, and then 2 in the middle. It was just uh-oh.
Yeah. No, we're cooked.
Yeah, but it kind of gave me insight into regular folks, and I'm if you're out there and you're using ChatGPT, stop it.
Knock it off.
And I hate to tell people that, but come on.
I know. It's
for your
people
own
use ChatGPT as
for your own self-preservation though. Your brain is going to rot.
Yeah. The limerick itself that you come up with through that won't be any better. If you're worried that you're going to write something kind of shitty, that's fine.
But that's
you need
the
to
fun of
personalize
it.
it anyway if you're
the
writing it
fun
about
is that
a
your
person.
friend wrote a little poem about you, then they know you.
Yeah,
and
it
they're
could get
no,
you
I just
started.
ran all your personal information through this bot and
And it told me.
it wasn't touched by the human hand.
No.
It just seems like hell.
Yeah, no, it is. The casual use of ChatGPT, even as a search engine, people are using it instead of Google now too to help both search and then they'd search what is a limerick and can you also write a limerick about
my friend, yeah.
Because if you have your own ChatGPT assistant account, whatever, it's got all the history of everything, so you can just you have a relationship with this thing. Anyhow,
I know. I'm just dragging my feet in the fucking tsunamis coming, but I'm
I agree with you that you hear a lot of when you step
That's
outside the bubble of
sad.
people who are openly shitting on it. How many people are using it is.
That's just.
I still think the evaluations are way too high, but that's with everything, and there's a bubble.
Well, they're
won't burst.
shrinking too, though. A lot of those.
But the problem is now they've invested way too much for this to fail.
I know.
So they're using it now even more so for surveillance and for. So this gets me into Super Bowl ads. I have 2 that I wanted to discuss.
Oh, beautiful segue. So let's talk about the Super Bowl. Who was playing?
The Seattle Seahawks
And the
New England
Patriots.
Patriots.
The Patriots from somewhere in New England.
The Robert Kraft Tuggies, as they call them.
Yes, the Tuggies versus the Snuggies.
The Tuggies versus the Snuggies. And the Snuggies won. The
Right.
Tuggies lost. Whichever one roots.
The Seabirds took it.
The Tuggies are kind of like I guess they're like the Yankees.
Yankee.
The Yankees, the Tuggies.
Yankee,
the
Tuggy.
Cowboys.
We're doing a lot of hand movements here, folks.
Lots of great hand.
for the kids at home.
Yeah, a lot of twists and turns over here.
Yeah.
We're bopping it.
Me
We're
off,
twisting
Jack.
it. We're pulling it. Mr. Mehoff.
Yes.
People hate them if they're not fans. Like people can openly root
Hate me
against
because they ain't me.
the Yankees, the Patriots, yes, and the Cowboys.
Is Patriots the
Pats,
pat
the
on the
Pats,
bot?
little
Pats?
little bum Pats.
Little bum. Okay.
Anyhow, yeah.
Making it work.
So the Seahawks dominated. Their defense was. We expected that to happen, and by we I mean you and me.
We did.
Thought that the Seahawks would win.
I
and
put
they
a
did.
lot of money on that, on the gambling.
You did. You got on to the gambling
I
sites.
do the internet gambling.
You
and
are.
That's why we have
You're a
no
draft
car.
king now. You're a draft queen.
I'm a motherfucking giraffe king. What's up, dog?
So but the commercials, of course,
Oh,
as we
11
talked about,
Super Bowl is all about nachos and ads.
and the two that stood out to me. Now I went back and rewatched because I started telling you about this Chris Hemsworth Alexa commercial. Chris Hemsworth and his wife.
Right.
I think his real life wife.
Wow.
Or a terrible actor.
The talent in that family
Yes.
to be able to do an ad.
Yeah. So those two together doing an Alexa Plus. Alexa's now, the new improved Alexa.
And is the voice assistant bot of what? Google?
Is
Amazon?
No, I think Amazon owns
Amazon.
Alexa.
I'm just
I believe.
yeah.
I think it's Bezos's little toy.
Okay.
But anyhow, it's that shit. Oh, Alexa, can you say to the home assistant kind of thing. And the spot is interesting because whoever pitched this was like, oh, let's make people's fears of AI. So Hemsworth comes in and his wife is using it to like call an Uber or something. And he's like, wait, what is she doing? What's Alexa doing in here? That's dangerous. She could kill me or something. And she's like, you're crazy. She's like, how would she do that?
Did
Alexa's
he explain the real fears?
Yes. So the fear.
Like he said she's always listening. Like, was that, do you know what I'm saying? Like, did they say what is really
So they
wrong
ran
with
through
it?
the scenarios. One was he's outside. There's a bunch of little neighborhood kids in his driveway. And she says, oh, the garage door seems stuck. If you look, you can maybe lean in a little more. And then she drops the garage door, decapitates him. This is a real commercial. And the children scream. And then the wife's like, cuts back to them. And the wife's like, oh, you can't. No, that's nuts. That's crazy. When he goes, well, what if I was like out in the swimming pool and they have like an automatic pool cover, wooden pool cover that comes over the in-ground pool. And he's like, what if I was swimming? And then Alexa's like closing the pool cover and it like drowns him and he's underwater being like, Alexa. And then there's another
but
one
they're using ridiculous examples to get in front of the real problem. What I was saying is, did he say she's always listening to us and stealing our data and likeness and surveilling us?
No, dear.
Okay, but that would be speaking to...
That would be a reasonable concern of his to his wife to be like, we don't want this in our home. So then, no, that was not in the commercial. It was a bear. She shows up. There's a package at your door. And he goes out and it's a grizzly bear waiting to fight him.
So Alexa's in cahoots with the wildlife?
What's funny is, how did she summon them?
Yeah, I don't understand the thesis of this.
I do. The thesis, if you're Don Draper pitching this, the thesis,
and I am,
and you are, is
ooh, little St. James.
Get in front of the concerns, paint them as absurd.
Yeah.
Don't address any of the real concerns.
Right.
Because people typically would be like, oh, yeah, my worry about robots is they're going to like try to kill us all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like, it's like.
It's like very like a Neanderthal understanding of the bots.
Great casting for Hemsworth for that role.
Oh, he's a hero,
But
right?
then what you asked me, terrible casting of his wife. I get that you want the cute thing of like, they're a real couple, but I'm like, should have been another celebrity or an actor. It was her delivery is piss poor. But anyway. The ending, you were like, well, how does Hemsworth, do they get divorced? You were like, what happens here? And he basically ends with her Uber shows up, she goes, and then Alexa says, Chris, I can tell you're still tense or something.
He says, Alexa, get me a new wife.
Yeah, basically he orders, and she just has him off at Little St. James. No, he gets a, she goes, I see you're a little tense. Do you want a massage with a cinnamon scrub? And then he's just like,
are you being serious?
I promise you this is
we
how
were
it's
joking,
resolved.
but that is Little St. James vibes.
Thank you.
Okay.
So she basically is like, I'll give you a happy ending and a cinnamon scrub and forget all about that. I might kill you. Because like if he legitimately, and then he just immediately buys in. He's like, no, it's a commercial. You only have 60
I know, but
seconds.
that's not, even when I know something's not for me, I can see like the linear, like the the thought behind it. I don't even think that's a hard sell for Alexa.
Here's why I don't think it's a hard sell for Alexa.
I don't think it's like a good, what is that?
If you want to pick it apart.
It's saying like, shut up and don't think about it.
Well, and that there are some
message.
easy things. The whole point we're presenting this is like, imagine if you were rich enough, first of all, but as a practical matter, whatever your version of a high-end massage with a cinnamon scrub is...
For me, it's like huffing cinnamon.
It's absurd to think that you're going to be murdered.
And letting the dog lick my feet.
Well, then you
I'm
order
just
that
kidding.
from
She
Alexa.
wouldn't lick my feet. All right.
The ending of
Alexa wouldn't be involved in that.
We don't have her, but if we had her, she could arrange that for you. And then she might just pump carbon monoxide into the house at night and kill you.
This reminds me of Soylent. Do you remember you were on a Soylent Jag for
I remember
a while?
real Soylent, and then I remember the film.
Well, that's what I mean.
Soylent is people.
They used to say, like, don't name a product after anything gross, or don't like align Alexa with like these murder fantasies he's having. But I think that there's like, people are like turning that on its head, because Soylent was a drink that Murf used to be into when he lived in Brooklyn, where it claimed kind of like a powdered smoothie that you would mix water with, and it claimed to offer every nutrient and mineral and like building block carbs,
very Silicon
fat,
Valley
protein that you needed, so you didn't have to eat anymore.
A diaper and a Soylent, and you can just sit at your desk all day.
Yeah, and you would
yeah.
wear like the guy who invented it would wear, like engineered clothing that you would just
put in the freezer,
debug by putting it in the freezer, so you didn't have to use it. Whatever. It was it was supposed to be this very streamlined way of living.
Yes.
Kind of the opposite of like that Kurt Vonnegut thing about going to buy a stamp.
Yes.
Like we're here to mess around, basically.
Yes.
I'm paraphrasing. Like he's like, we will only be the peak efficiency is the point.
Mm-hmm.
So Soylent was a smoothie that was all. You didn't even need to eat food anymore. But they named it after Soylent Green, which is a movie where you find out at the end that they're eating people.
Yes.
And, the number one thing in like advertising or branding would be like, you would never want to align your brand with something that like negative or grotesque.
Yes. But then in come the disruptors of Silicon Valley, and they're like, no, we want to wink.
Yeah. Well, and the kids don't know what that movie is either. But they're kind of saying, oh, haha, we're so clever, we'll just tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But what's funny to me about that is Soylent, the drink, obviously isn't people. But it's still part of a system, Silicon Valley, that's grinding up people in the machine. Do you know what I mean? Why are you laughing at that?
I know it's true, but do you remember when I was like up for like day 3 on amphetamines,
yes,
editing
and you
a
spiked
project,
a full,
and I spiked a full, like I had like a shaker thing.
Murph was like, I just need my Soylent, I need my Soylent, and I'm like, please eat real food.
And it busted
and he
open.
Makes,
and went,
he makes like a triple batch. It's like this disgusting vat of like slop.
And I'm like, this is my food for the day.
Keep him alive,
Yeah.
because he's been editing for 36 hours.
Yeah, it was
or
like
something.
it was. I think it was like day 3.
And then you
back to back all night.
You just punched it by accident.
Yes. But
it exploded. Like we had Soylent in the keyboard, in the speakers,
in the radiator,
in the desk, in the the worst thing that could possibly happen when you're almost done with a massive editing project, and you're drinking the Soylent to be more efficient.
Sure.
That was not efficient.
No, that cost me, and I've never had like the emotions that I ran through. There was a rage, of course, immediately.
Yeah.
But then there was this like,
I've rarely seen you that angry.
No, I know. I snapped. I legitimately snapped. But then I just reached this other, like I reached a plane of like, it felt like out of body. I mean, it was.
Well, you did go over and hit your head into the wall like 15 times.
Yes, it was quite the the Soylent memory.
Oh, we really soiled the memory there.
The Soylent was people that day.
The Soylent was people. Well, but I'm saying my claim is that the Soylent is kind of people if you think about it.
Certainly.
Because to reach this level of efficiency, these huge data centers and we'll do everything and don't think anymore and the bots are doing all of it. And like, at what cost? We're getting ground up. I mean, you're looking at these emails, you're thinking about the data centers. Like, I'm just speaking to like this, like, anxiety and gross, scared feeling. Probably a lot of us have. I know I have. And it's all different gross shit, but it's all kind of one big gross thing.
Yes. And I feel like 10 years ago, when people were talking about that as human beings, our consciousness, our mental capacity, we don't have it to deal with there's many things that social media is throwing at us.
No.
But that, like,
You're supposed to
didn't
have
even
like 10
that,
friends.
to think, right, but to think now, like the level of information and the intensity and extreme nature of what's being, so yeah, like we're also, I finally feel like I'm at least equipped to be an average amount of like insane because I have been for so long.
You're getting really good
people who are
at
learning some of the shit it's now becoming mainstream, the shit where it's like, my entire life, I've been a crazy person who's talking about some of this.
Well, also, you're now one of many crazy people.
Yes.
I think it used to be like if you're somebody who seeks out information and everybody thinks you're a little bit of a wild card and kind of conspiracy theorist and maybe freaking out a little too much about the government or the surveillance state. But it's like now it's unavoidable.
Right.
Like even I feel like the normies I know are like, this feels really bad and dark.
Everyone,
like they black bagged my neighbor and then I like saw the worst picture from these files I've ever seen in my life and then I like read this thing and then they kidnapped whatever and then they, you know,
people getting
everyone
radicalized
hates
at
America
at
and just
speed.
like the hits keep coming, you know.
The hits keep coming.
I was replaced by a robot at work and I like, you know, that's like normal people now feeling that.
Yes.
So I think you seem less crazy. Like blue doesn't show up on blue.
No.
And now we're all blue.
We're all blue. And we're just
vote blue no matter who.
Blue no matter who. we all lost that prop bet on was it Lady Gaga being the Super Bowl halftime show.
Well, that brings us to another
insider
thing.
trade.
Sorry, I just hijacked your Hemsworth with my Soylent.
No, it's all part of the same. I just want to finish that.
It's people.
I want to finish the other ad that was so special to me during the Super Bowl halftime. I mean, there are so many that were just silly, but the other one that's in the AI sphere was the Ring Cam. You know about you. I'm sure you've seen the fallout.
Knew you were gonna say it.
It's so good because it was like,
it's a joke.
It's the greatest pitch. It's another one of those where you're just like, so who are you Who are you speaking to? How do you feel like you're getting out in front of like, oh, there are millions of dogs that go missing. So for anyone who hasn't somehow, if you've been living under a rock,
right?
Because there's been a lot of discourse about this one too. But the idea of the Ring Cam being like, we have this footage already.
It's a great tool.
We own the footage.
You say like Fluffy's missing, your dog. All the Ring Cams, they had this graphic where you go like to an aerial view of the neighborhood. Ding, ding, ding. They're all activated. They turn blue. They're all looking for Fluffy.
Facial recognition.
They're literally
of your dog.
being like, we will go in without permission. Are you turning this on? Turn this on, use it as surveillance, and then just to find a lost dog. And they were claiming that with the new program, they've found one dog a day.
Mm-hmm. A dog a day. That's how much.
Again,
that's all it's a cost.
What fucking cost?
For the entire.
See, I think
surveillance
even
state
normies watching that though would be like, that doesn't feel like it's about a lost dog.
My point is,
the tipping point. We're there, right?
Agreed. I think yes. I think that what's also funny is people are like, wait, is this already like a thing? Like you're like, have you already been doing this for? And you're like, yes. Like we're already for people.
We
and
have
for whatever
access.
ends and that they are able to sell it to, whatever third parties, whatever like as Palantir is now, as the monoliths go above, and they're like, oh, we're just going to purchase. Like we got the Ring Cam stuff, we got the phones, like, and that's the other thing is you're like, oh, if you're worried about people with the Ring Cams, because some neighborhoods have more than others, obviously. Some neighborhoods, literally everyone's fucking house.
Stop using ChatGPT. Kill your Ring Cam.
Blow
I
up
know.
your Ring Cam. But it's funny that the phones are the real. Like that's just all.
Well,
like,
I'm not giving up my phone.
Lord,
no, I'm just judging people with the Ring Cam.
Just to go back to the normies, though, is what you're saying. That made me think of that too, because the reaction to that wasn't like, it's nice to not just be the crazy one who then turns at halftime of the Super Bowl and is like, are you fucking seeing this ring ad? Like everyone was just like, oh no.
Oh dear.
This is not good. And most of the ads, I think we talked about this.
They overplayed their hand too to be like, isn't
AI.
it great? We have them everywhere. And I think that made people just give them pause for a second, be like, wait, are you watching me?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And it was, yes, that.
We found Fluffy, but we killed Granny.
Granny's gone.
Well,
but Fluffy is here.
That's
and then you're like, is that Fluffy or is that one of those?
Are we going to talk about Savannah Guthrie's mother?
We are now.
Well, you can finish the Super Bowl,
the big three.
please.
My last commercial.
Oh, the big three.
That I have to bring up because it's near and dear to this show's heart. We Govy.
Oh,
they did a big We
beautiful.
Govy spot that was, because it's all AI, gambling, and big pharma at this point. Wegovy.
AI, gambling, and big
And Big
pharma.
Pharma.
Let's go die. It'll be real fun.
Wegovy had Wegovy had the celeb drop. It was like Danny Trejo. It was
What?
yes, no, it was a Wegovy. It was a Wegovy because
Hawking Wegovy?
that's what I mean. Big pharma spots rarely have celebs. John C. Riley.
Wow.
Who else was in this spot? I need to
That's a really awkward
I mean,
list so far.
usually
for me.
it's like, actors. I'm like, now celebs are even taking away, A-listers are taking away the acting jobs from big pharma spots at this point.
Yeah.
Wegovy.
Yeah. You can't be a regular.
Super Bowl commercial. Oh, yeah, DJ Khaled.
No. He did Weight Watchers as well. He's like on the
Keenan Thompson.
ad train. Okay.
Keenan will show up for whatever you need Keenan to show up
Well,
for.
if Keenan's not on camera, he dies.
Danny, he's like, it's like, what was the one with the painting?
Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray, somehow. That's not a perfect analogy, but
I kind of.
you got it. Anna Gasteyer, John C. Riley, Danny
Anna
Trejo.
Gasteyer's on Wegovy?
They were all on the
Wow.
Danielle Brooks.
Don't know who that is.
Me neither. But they,
You gave it such reverence
I
when
sure
you said
did.
it.
I thought I could fake it.
Wegovy. Did they all hold hands and say Wegovy at the end?
I think they did.
With Anna and Keenan, it feels very much like a sketch. An SNL
Oh, she was
sketch.
Sorry. Yes.
Was she like, ooh, balls, sweaty balls?
Yes. Sweaty.
Sweaty.
Wegovy balls. Sweaty.
Oh.
Well, now they're doing like the over.
Now I eat as many sweaty balls as I want. Wegovy.
I can eat. I don't even want the sweaty balls.
I just give it a little sniff. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's Wegovy. Where we go, we.
Molly's like, I'm actually on Ozempic.
Yeah, I'm an Ozempic gal. Tasty from Orange is the New Black. That's Danielle Brooks.
Oh,
She was in the.
I love her.
She's great. She was in the. John C. Riley's great. Danny Trejo's great. These are great people. John C. Riley, no.
I don't know.
Oh,
No, he's great.
he's pretty fucking great.
No, I know. I just, when everybody thinks someone's great.
Yes. No,
and
he
they
reached-
wear
yep.
and they wear like lace up leather boots and
I'm
they do
with you.
interviews and take
wear little
themselves
like
seriously.
derby
Yeah.
hats. Or
I know
whatever.
he's great. The hat's a bother.
The hat's a problem, but
We go.
Daniel Brooks was also in the Minecraft movie, I believe.
Oh, cool.
Anyway.
Didn't see it. Don't know it. Not gonna do it.
Watched it. Don't know anything about the game. I watched it in utter despair.
What, the Wegovy or the Super Bowl?
the Minecraft movie.
Oh,
This is going back a ways. I just sat one night.
Why do you really watch everything?
I try.
You do it.
I try to. Speaking of,
Okay, here we go.
but what did I cut you off on something?
No, was it I interrupted you and you cut me off?
We're going to slice and dice today.
It's called Savannah Guthrie's mother's been kidnapped and they're trying to get a ransom of Bitcoin, but that may or may not be true. And it might be linked to the Epstein files because she was the first one who interviewed Giuffre, one of the Epstein's.
Virginia, yeah.
Virginia
Ginny
Giuffre, who
yeah,
just.
She
killed
was
herself?
suicided, yes.
Yeah, suicided with our fingers up.
Yep.
Fingers up, quotations.
Quotes out.
Yeah.
Fingers up, quotes out.
Quotes out. Yeah, she killed herself.
Yeah, she was one of several connected to the
Virginia
Jeffrey
Giuffre,
himself.
she one of the first people who brought that to light on the mass media scale was Guthrie. So people are wondering if it's connected. There was blood on her porch. It turns out it's hers. Here's a funny thing for Ring Cam. She had one. They just turned it off. So that's the thing too. Is they have the footage when they want it, but they don't
can
have
find
the
little
footage
Fluffy,
when
but they
you want
can't
it.
find Ms. Guthrie.
Grammy, that's what I was saying. They find Fluffy, they don't find Guthrie. Okay, that's what I was kind of trying to say
Damn,
before,
the
but I
footage
didn't,
was off.
I didn't really.
The footage is always off.
I didn't really, what's it called? Thread the needle on that one.
No, but you're there. That is
here now.
absolutely. We're here.
Thanks for having me.
Wait, that's shocking information to me. I didn't know this. what you're
Well,
sharing
you know
about.
where I get my information. Signs from the universe. So
That's right.
it is what it is. Don't forget to Google yourselves, everybody out there.
That's right. Google yourself and ring yourself.
Ring around the rosy.
We should get a ring
full
cam.
Of posy.
I want the ring cam to just be our toilet cam in our house. So if they ever look at the footage, it's just my butthole having a horrendous bowel movement.
Yeah, they're like, there was quite a large character on the porch.
The facial recognition on that turd.
It was your big shit. Oh, Wegovy.
So speaking of watching everything, I wanted
Wait,
to...
you have nothing to say about Savannah Guthrie's mother? She's still gone.
I'm processing this new information that I'm learning about, which is that it's connected
look
to the...
like you're processing. I need you to process out loud. It's a podcast.
That's true.
All right, well,
let me take a photo of me
on.
processing, and we'll share it on the phone.
We'll move on.
We'll move on. No, I mean, yeah, that's it. Well, it didn't. They gave the they did the like, give me back my son. Plea to the they released a video, her and her two siblings. I saw that, and they said, please, our mother, bring her home.
Bring her home.
So there is but they won't pay the, because law enforcement, they always meddle. They'll never let the family just say, hey, okay, checkmate. We'll give you however $5 million. I mean, I don't know what Guthrie's probably making a couple bucks. She's been on Today's Show for a while.
Yeah, she's got some cash.
They could probably pull together a cool mil of crypto.
I don't know. They turned like the pacemaker off though. I mean, they are like connection thing. Basically,
it's
all
not easy to keep an
84-year-old
woman alive and comfortable.
No, you need a lazy boy.
You need a nice lazy boy.
You need some puzzles. A Sudoku book. I don't mean to be flippant about that. That's really sickening. But the new revelation that it might be linked to Epstein was a little too sexy not to mention.
It's so funny that again there's also this idea.
All connected.
It's all connected. You're crazy, man.
Give me that red thread. We're out. It's because we connected too many things.
Too many connections.
Go down to Joanne Fabric. I had casual use of ChatGPT, Unabomber. I just typed in Unabomber because I actually want to do a drag Unabomber. But do you have another topic or can I?
Mine has some meat to it.
Oh, then
or
let's
at least
do that.
It's just meat.
Mine's real dumb. Mine's like an end of the show kind of thing.
Okay, so hold back pocket that one.
Hold back pocket.
Please hold the back pocket. Mine
we're holding and we're on.
It's not an Inagata Davida, but we did speak of it last week, but it made me realize that I didn't do a good job talking about the pit. I did a great job talking about 911.
Oh my God. I was like, as long as we don't have to talk about the pit again.
We don't, honestly, there's not even.
It's making me miss the Epstein files.
There's
Sorry, I don't know what that was.
I mean, you turned into someone in the files.
Yeah, I just want.
Hey, you're Jackie
I just
Mason.
want some jerky.
Hey, what's going on with the Epstein files?
Hey, I just want some jerky.
Some jerky.
What else?
What about
pizza?
A slice of pizza and some grape soda?
That pizza and jerky was really good last night. Yum, yum, yum. When can I come back for more?
It's
me, an old gross man somewhere.
That's how we talk about. Oh, one other funny side, and then we got to go from Epstein for this week. We'll be back. Or if you have.
Well, last week I was listening back and we go, oh, we have a lot to say. Boy, howdy. And then we never got back.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh, boy. Wait
There's another drop since then.
Coming up. And then we never did it.
Beautiful. Just a funny, this absolutely. Just asking questions.
Was that
classic?
Glick?
No, but it started to get there.
It was Glick adjacent.
It was a combination of all of YouTube these days.
That was YouTube.
Well,
here's my impression of
Ian
YouTube.
Ian Carroll, Candace Owens, even Tucker now. But
okay,
the relitigation of Pizzagate. We don't even need to. We can save that.
I can't believe Pizzagate's back. Didn't have that on my bingo card.
Didn't have that in my files.
Pizzagate 2.
Pizzagate Deuce.
We were looking for 9/11 too. We got Pizzagate 2.
Just randomly.
When God closes a door, he opens
another gate.
He opens the gate.
And it's full of pizza and grape soda.
he closed the door, but he opened the gate.
Anyhow, the fella who, without just the obvious hilarity of being like, oh, the more we are, and I said this in the Jump of Pizzagate, they wanted this out there. I said this when we first heard whispers of the gate. I was like, this is definitely to get in front of. This was not just created out of thin air, this conspiratorial, this specific
is that
Comet
Alex
pizza.
Jones over there?
Hello, the globalists. No, I'm talking about the idea that there is this dark ring
Yeah, but it's not
abuse
under Johnny's Pizza. Or
there's no
whatever.
basement in that pizza place. No, that part of it was
Get the blueprints.
Again, make it phony. Do potentially a false flag with the guy going to shoot it up.
This is Alexa.
To then go when this
I'm gonna
leaks,
kill kids.
Yes.
Yeah, weird.
right? It desensitizes us to the point of then when actual Epstein files come out, people are
Can I still eat pizza?
overwhelmed. Yes, the pizza from Comet Pizza also sucks.
I
say.
just meant, is pizza canceled?
Pizza is canceled. You
Okay.
just don't email about it for a little while. Give it a
I don't
rest.
think
You
I've ever
constantly email
emailed
with
about
people going,
pizza.
those slices we had last night were really,
Yum, yum. That stuffed crust?
yeah.
Daddy
I love
like.
to I love to email with my friends about just pizza that
Just
we ate.
weird food?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Anyhow,
Talk about Pizzagate.
just quickly,
You said
There's too
Tucker
much.
was talking about it
they're
again?
relitigating Pizzagate in the sense that what I'm saying, which is like, oh, it's funny that that was crazy and dismissed at the time. And now there's so many parts of it and some of the players.
But we have to
it all
hold
came from
on.
Podesta's emails, the WikiLeaks stuff. Like it all
Okay, so there
stems
is a
from that.
thread there, but we still have to. We can't lose our sanity, so we have to hold
We
on to
mustn't.
what was fabricated about
Yes,
Pizzagate.
yes.
Okay, because if you just go around going, they were right about Pizzagate,
I know. It's,
they're going to turn the pot off.
Yeah, no, they were right about 40% of Pizzagate.
Well, we've said this before, but when people say, "I believe a rich billionaire cabal of creepazoids is running the world in like a sickening and depraved fashion, and their like appetites know no bounds, and
Yes.
we're all at their whims, living in this weird chessboard that we're not really part of fabricating the world, the walls of." Like, that's true.
That's true.
But then when you say it's Pizzagate and it's QAnon and it's definitely that
Yes.
guy in that car, you might be wrong, but you're just 1 degree wrong.
Only 1 degree wrong. Well, here's the problem, though. You're 1 degree wrong, and you're also have been played the fool because Pizzagate and QAnon
Everybody
believed that
plays
Trump
a fool. Was going to say
was saving, like, so this became a right wing. Like, what I'm saying is funny about this is it was like, and it's all the Democrats. And you're
well,
just like,
that's what you
it's
do,
a
though. That's the
bipartisan
best
bloodbath.
deflection.
Of course.
It's what you were just saying about
Yes.
those commercials. You take the evil you're actually doing and you say that's what you're scared of having happen.
Projection, yes.
It's projection. It's deflection.
Deflection,
It's
rather.
resurrection. It's erection. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-dee-dow. Yeah.
That was some nice scatting right
Oh,
there. That was,
scat man.
yeah.
Remember when you went, oh, me too? That
Me,
was
me,
really
me too.
funny because it was whatever we were talking about.
Anyhow, very quickly, yes, the
Remember?
right-wing fever dream that was Pizzagate, and of course was made partisan, which was the
But
dumbest
it's
fucking shit
actually
in the
like
world 'cause it's all
Pastagate.
of them.
That's what I mean about 1
Pastagate.
degree, though.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it is pizza. Sounding from the emails that pizza is a code word. But I mean, like, people are like, you believe that? You're fucking insane. And they're only a tiny bit off.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. And there were some
They're getting
sensational
played.
elements added to
They're getting
make it.
puppeteered to be mad at the wrong people, but sometimes the right people, because they weren't too far off with the Clintons.
Frazzle trip. Yeah. No,
You know
I
what I'm saying, though?
Yes.
Slick Willie's.
Slick. Well, we'll see.
He's got his own file in the files,
They're
if you know
testifying,
what
all
I'm
right.
saying. Well, can we talk about that?
We can.
I know, you're looking at your phone. You have more to say. I would like to talk about that because I just found out that the Clintons will be testifying
Yes.
about the Epstein drama.
They have negotiated the terms of what this congressional hearing. It's going to be an open hearing.
He's going to be like, you can't say anything about anyone under 17 in regard to me. You can't bring up my
Don't
rapes in
mention-
Arkansas, alleged.
Well, don't bring up my son,
My son.
my sons that are out of wedlock.
Give me back. It's the opposite of give me back my son.
give away
Don't
my
bring up my son.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we can't. I mean, there's definitely going to be wheeling and dealing there, but they are publicly. I don't know if the test of.
No, but who's
Testifying
running?
won't be
Who's
public,
ringleading them is what I want to know, because you know
Right.
in Congress now. I mean, MTG is gone, but I'm like, who's going to be the loose cannon that will just be like, oh yeah, I know we agreed on whatever, but you're
Pin
sitting
him
here.
to the frickin' wall, dog.
Yeah, let's see him. Let's be.
I want a moment.
They should.
I want Hillary to be like, you're disgusting.
I am a nasty one.
Whoa.
Her lizard form comes to life.
Yeah, but
No,
then
but-
his lizard form comes to life.
All lizard forms. The genderless lizard forms will
Not
come
all
to life.
lizards.
Not all lizards. We'll see. That remains to be seen. Lizards have gotten a pretty bad rap.
Lizards.
A lizard. Trump also is now trying to buddy up with Bill, because it's at this point it's like We were the two. We were on
Well, they bury
they
bodies
were on
together.
the conference call when they were like, Epstein needs to go now in his cell. They both were on that Zoom where
Bill's
they
like, just cut the tape. Like, but there's a camera in his room.
They won't
just
know
cut
the
tape.
difference.
No, he gets the sax out.
Yeah, he starts playing. Yeah, and,
Plays us home.
Yep.
Plays us out.
and Trump's like, please love me. I always wanted to be boys.
Yeah.
But Trump had this thing where he's like, I like Bill Clinton. I like the way he's treated me, and I like the way he had
What?
him and so.
I'm
what's
sorry.
funny,
Our memories are like
they're like we're Eskimo
we're
brothers.
flea level. I'm like the Clintons and the Trump camp have
They need to
not
testify.
been buddies for a while.
If they testified together, the three of them, throw Melania in there. What the hell? Make
They're
a little couples
testifying
testify.
together. You can't
If
have
all
like a
four of them
party
testified
testify.
together,
Oh my god.
It's like when Cheney demanded for the 9/11 testimonies. W is not going alone. Remember that? He was like, we will only testify together.
And you could like
And then
see the wire connecting them.
Yes,
He's like,
he got the
zzz,
hand up.
zzz.
Zzz. Yeah, he buzzed his shock collar anytime he was asked to got off topic.
Oh
but
no.
but if those four testified together and they streamed it live on Netflix, most watched
ratings,
event through the roof because fuck C-SPAN.
It's
like,
gonna
get
do
it on
better than
Netflix.
Melania.
Much better than Melania. You won't need a fake Rotten Tomatoes audience score for that.
Yeah. That salad was rancid.
So I think that's happening. I don't know when that's happening, but it is. It's now officially happening. Not
That's
all
exciting,
four. Not all
though.
four. They're
No.
going
The Clintons.
Yeah,
are
that was
going.
my dream.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Actually, though.
That'll be great
Very
television.
excited. Getting the popcorn out.
Get your popcorn ready. So quickly, we don't need to discuss this at all.
Well, then why are we bringing it up?
I mean, we don't need to dive unless you have any questions. I have no more to say.
I don't know what you're about to say.
The Pit.
Oh,
Last
my
week,
God.
I discussed in detail my 911 experience. I offhandedly about the Pit just said it's ridiculous, even though it's a.
You're referring to like the show on HBO.
Yes, the
Pit.
medical drama that is on HBO from the guy, he was the young doctor in ER, now he's the old doctor in the Pit. Noah Wiley.
That's beautiful.
But everyone, it's a critical darling. So I don't know if anyone watched it because the critical darlings oftentimes no one watches.
I know what you mean, but I do think people talk.
Everyone watches 911. I don't know how many people watch The Pit, but
which is funny because that shows what a bubble we're in because everyone watches 911, like ratings numbers wise. Yeah. I don't know anyone who's seen that show except for you, where I think of people watching The Pit, but the numbers are probably
less than, yeah. But anyway, The Pit, I dismissed it by saying it's got caught in its own trap of the premise of the show, which is that every episode is just 1 hour from the same shift. So it starts at here we are, 7 a.m., today's shift. And it just goes every episode's an hour. So there's 15, 14 episodes, whatever it is. So inherently.
But if you need something crazy to happen in every episode.
But do you need all the crazy things? So I'm just going to run through. I just took notes on just beats of these. This was a storyline that was introduced in this thing.
So this is all taking place in 24 hours.
Not even 24.
What you're going to read?
12 hours.
In a shift.
Okay. One shift. This is also, they introduced this through the lens of 3 med students. So it's a teaching hospital.
Okay.
In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And let me also just say, I understand for the healthcare workers out there. Bless all the nurses, doctors, hospital staff, literally everyone.
I love this
I do want to say this because
God bless you.
When I listened back last week, I was like, I seemed dismissive of being like, it's not that crazy to work at an ER. It is. My point is that the type of storylines, it's not just there's another stabbing, another overdose, a car accident. They're underpaid, understaffed. It's insane to work in an emergency room.
No one wants to see a show about a car accident.
I know. And they pepper a few of those in, but most of them, I'm just going to run through them. All right. So, and I'll start with some of the ones that are more, this is the first day for 3 med students. So this is literally their first day on the shift.
Does the Pit have a theme song?
Is what?
Does the Pit have a theme song?
No.
Because I would sing it now and then you'd read all these.
That's right. The Pit.
Down at the Pit. Learning and loving, healing with gloves on.
So one of the doctor has COVID PTSD.
One.
A doctor steals pharmaceutical. One of the main doctors ends up getting caught stealing pharmaceuticals from the hospital.
2.
There's a drug-seeking morphine man.
3.
A trans woman is misgendered in her chart.
4.
2 gay dads with their surrogate deliver a baby.
5.
A dude bemoaning all the Spanish being spoken in the waiting room and how long the wait is because all the illegals are getting free health care.
6.
This guy then punches a nurse in the face.
6.
An anti-mask woman punches another woman in the face and shouts about Fauci.
7.
Teenager overdoses on fentanyl,
8.
dies. A teenager overdose on fentanyl lives.
9.
A neurodivergent doctor helps treat an autistic patient.
10.
A pregnant doctor who did IVF has a miscarriage, and then later in the day, delivers a baby.
11.
There's a black patient who is revealed to be an OG driver for the Freedom House Ambulance Service, which is an incredible mutual aid back in the day in Pittsburgh. They did it in a few cities, but it's like, they got together and they trained some of the neighborhood people to make. When there's shooting, stabbings, whatever, you can be an
mutual
EMT.
aid,
it's
yeah.
incredible.
12.
But this just happens to be there.
12.
There's a black woman with sickle cell who has her pain ignored.
13.
There's an ambulance stolen from outside the ER by some joyriding frat boys.
14.
An Asian patient is a victim of a hate crime. She got pushed onto some train tracks in Pittsburgh.
Stop Asian hate. 15.
There's a woman overdose on MDMA lives, but she's brain damaged.
16.
There's a measles outbreak from the child of anti-vaxxers.
17.
A 16-year-old from Tennessee has her aunt pose as her mom to get an abortion. She drives all the way because you can't get them in Tennessee. Drives up to Pennsylvania, but then the mom
18.
finds them.
A lot
in
of
the ER.
hot button issues.
Storms in.
I'm seeing a
Trauma
thread.
patients revealed to be molesting his daughter, and a nurse threatens him before saving his life.
19.
An unhoused man. There's a Dr. Kevorkian scenario.
20.
An unhoused man is unconscious, and when they open up his jacket, a bunch of rats jump out and then run loose in the emergency room.
21.
Which is a recurring bit that ends with one of the rats being eaten by a patient's dog who brings in their service
That's like
dog.
a bubonic plague vibe.
I said Dr. Kevorkian. And then lastly, as if in this shift we didn't quite have enough, there's an incel patient who turns into we think, no spoilers, there's an incel patient that shows up. They're concerned he might do something. There is an active shooter that runs away and then kills a bunch of the class. So the last few episodes of this season are a music festival was shot up, and there's like 80 mass casualty event.
Can I say what I would sum this up as that I saw as a beautiful, that I saw as a homemade sign today? Mm-hmm. It was where those great homemade signs are. Woke is back. That's what I would say about that. Because I get what you mean. Like that stuff all happens in an emergency room, but would it happen in one shift? All of it? I don't think so.
No.
They touched on a lot.
Half of it, and I'm like rolling my eyes a little.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, well, this is the premise of the show. You have a whole season. You got to have shit happen.
Yeah.
But if you did half of that, I would still be like,
Yeah, that's a lot.
All of it is, what are we doing here? This is just absurd.
It's a little wild. But I will say, that's the magic of the movies.
Sure is. Sure is.
Sure is, James.
What I'm concerned about is they have another season now. And I'm like, what the hell are you going to do for season 2?
Oh, they'll come up with something.
They sure will. So that's The Pit.
Well, I'm really glad we revisited that.
Yes.
Okay, I have something to say that's
Please do.
very relevant right now.
Oh my God.
I think we're right around an hour, a little over. And I wanted to say that listening back, whenever we hit the hour mark, anything past it, we are just batty.
Good.
I'm not anti, it's very fun, but like the last episode, we just laughed for like 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have something kind of along those lines.
Please do.
Are you done though? I don't want to.
I'm done. No, that's it. I said I have nothing to add to that. It's just.
Okay. I wish I gave you more on that, but I don't know what to say.
There's not. I mean, it's
I'm
overwhelming.
blown away.
It's like
The writing
a
must
file.
be
It's like an
beautiful.
Epstein drop. It's like there's so much there
That you're
you can't. You're just kind of
desensitized.
like,
yeah.
huh?
And I'm like, incel, I'm going to become one.
Yes.
So do you remember last week when randomly you brought up a boneless couch? And I was like,
That needed to be
okay.
discussed. Uh-huh.
And then we like tried to make a conversation out of it.
Yeah.
So I had an idea for a game. I know we have some segments already. We have Bushy Bon Hairdo and we have Inarada Davida. Those are our current segments, right?
Yes.
The boneless couch made me think of a game where you say the most boring topic and you have to blow on it for 2 minutes.
Ooh.
So you have to like we're doing drive time radio. You can't be like, I don't really have anything to say
Yes.
about that.
No, I love this. Yeah.
So
this is live drive time. This is classic. This is what we were born to do, baby.
I know. Well, this is where we're going to prove ourselves. Are you down to play?
I'm down to play.
I'm so excited.
So you give me
I
the
would
topic
give you a
and I gotta
topic
blow.
and you'd be like, come out swinging.
Like it's the most exciting thing I've ever heard. Yes.
Well, I don't know. Be interesting, basically.
Got it. Yeah.
I don't want to switch. Don't make me switch the station.
Okay, I'm going to keep you tuned into this dial.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the topic and then I'm going to start a timer.
Love.
Okay?
Okay.
Your topic is socks.
Socks used to be, here's the thing with socks. Socks used to be pretty simple. You got your athletics, you go out, you want to play a little basketball with the boys, you put on your athletic socks, and then you're home and you got your cozy socks. Now you got your compressions, you got your business socks, you got your Bombas. You're trying to donate socks. Now we're donating socks with every pair of socks. It's like, what happened to just putting on a pair? And also, it used to be completely reasonable for me to walk around with holes in my socks. Now everyone's like, bro, get new socks. And I'm like, these are my comfiest pair. You know, Peepaw used to put his feet up in the Lazy Boy. You know what I mean? He'd have his little TV, his little Salisbury steak dinner. He'd be watching his stories or his ball game, and the toes could just be sticking out of those nice yellow tubes. But now it's like all these fancy ass socks. Like, you got to have enough money to buy socks so that you can donate. You need to be socking the world to afford like a pair of sensible socks.
Sock the world.
Also, people are going to, you think well, who cares? My shoes are what matter. Half the people's houses you go to now, those shoes are coming off. So they're going to need to see your socks. So now if you go to a party, if you go somewhere and you're just like, yo, I got it, my socks will be seen tonight. You better put them Bombas on. You better put your pair of Bombas so that you can virtue signal through your socks, and they better not have holes in them. And, you know, they've just better be also, I used to love to make a makeshift fleshlight when I was young out of a tube sock. And this is what you get in the last 15 seconds. And a nice greasy bag, a nice greasy sandwich baggie inside of a tube sock.
Gross.
With purple stripes, a nice purple striped tube. And you put that betwixt two couch cushions and you can jazz, baby.
Wow. 2 minutes is maybe too long.
Yeah.
You really got there in the end, though.
Thank you.
Having to take your shoes off and your socks needing, that was strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I vamped for a bit. You have to. That's how.
You have to.
Also, you know what I realized, too, that's much better? That a lot of good blowers, this is an old school radio thing.
Good blower was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, good blower also. Pretty on the nose nickname. And also, you're like, yeah, you bet.
Yeah, we overcorrected.
Nothing wrong there. Anyhow.
Or is there?
Yes, you need to repeat. You need to repeat. It's like when people are listening to the radio.
Well, this is
like
good. Don't give me secrets because I'm about to go.
I'm going to give you one too.
All right, ready? Tell me, and I'm going to hit start.
Do you have the timer
yeah.
going? All right, here's yours. Yours is.
Make sure it's boring because that's the point.
Yes. Traffic.
Here's my deal with driving. We all know gridlock on the highway. Hell, your soul leaves your body. You're angrier than you want to be. Your cortisol spikes. You have to eat sugar and pound caffeine just to get by. It's a very terrible situation. There's a little bit of escapism, maybe a book on tape, maybe a great song comes on the radio, but then, you get hit with some kind of fucking horrible commercial and you're pulled right back into the nasty human stew we're all in, getting sloshed right out into hell. But because of that, I often take side streets. So the problem with taking side streets at a rush hour, taking our kid to school or, going to a meeting or something, is those are fucked up too. But that's a different kind of rage. It's not like the gridlock. I don't feel dehumanized or demoralized by it, but I feel like I'm on the ground with my people in the muck. And these people are just God bless Portland. I love everyone walking. I love everyone on bikes. I never want to be a fucking nightmare person in a car. But these people will wait for the fucking light to turn green, and they'll cross in front of you with it looks like a train, how many carts they have filled with kids and dogs. The most vulnerable people and creatures in the world are just haphazardly attached with one skinny bar swinging around to the back of a bicycle. They're not even looking. They're just you better not fucking hit me. It'll be on you. I'm Yes, if I killed your entire family today, would that be on me? Would I go to jail? Would I owe money? Yes, but you wouldn't have a family. So maybe you should think about that when you leave the bike lane and sail into the middle of a fucking 9-point intersection when I'm like already like at my oh. Whoa. That didn't even feel like 2 minutes.
No, that's how you can blow. I could have listened
Finding
to that
a strong POV is the key.
It's everything. I mean, it's also like when you deal with because we're also transitioning this program to a daily show.
Are we?
Yes, to get on the radio.
There's been whispers.
There's whispers.
Whispers in the wind.
Whispers in the wind. No, but we belong in the 1990s on
we
radio.
Do. Talk radio would be our sweet spot.
That's it.
That job doesn't exist anymore.
No.
You
know what? It does. Regionally, it does.
Well, how do we get that though?
The Jubal Show.
Absolutely on Jammin', but the problem is you have to have
Breakfast Club.
Well. That's a little different.
Oh, that also started in the
because they have opinions on things. The problem is, I think to get certain jobs, you have to be like made in a lab because they're like, we're not going to let you be a front-facing everyman with all kinds of people listening. The tie that binds is this 2.5 hours in the morning, you know? Because if anyone Googles us, it's just like anarchist, communist, insane person. Well, it's just everything
when you
unsavory
Google,
meme sharing, like anti-government,
you
like
Google us, it says
nudity,
anarchist, communist, insane person.
Well,
that's what it says
my big
on
3 on my resume. But
yeah.
I just mean like I don't think I get that kind of job anymore unless I'm like it's a little more fringe. But I want to say then there's been an overcorrection to that where people realize that people like real people and they don't mind if you like have you're a comedian and you've like you've like had some opinions or said some funny stuff or done whatever, then it becomes okay again. I don't know.
Here's the problem. I think
who's putting me on the radio?
The biggest problem is of course like what do you call Star? The conglomerates like that own all of those. So nothing is also locally
that's the problem.
Owned where there's
iHeartRadio owns everything. And that's owned by Kraft Foods. And that's owned by
So our little our little New England Tuggies conversation doesn't make it onto Kraft owned radio. No, but I mean I think it used to be not even in a way.
Is Bob Kraft Kraft?
Robert
Kraft Foods?
Yes, of course.
Oh my
Where do you think
God.
his billions came from?
I don't know. I thought he just
he just floated around from strip mall to strip mall.
Is macaroni craft?
Tugcraft.
Tugcraft, macaroni craft, lubing up with a little bit of cheese.
He's using that cheesy lube.
Tug my macaroni.
Put a little of that cheese lube in my tube sock, Bobby Kraft.
Oh my God. Yeah, you got really gross at the end too there.
Well, you got to go up and away.
You had to finish strong.
You had one strong. I ran out of steam on the like wearing, but again, that's why I said you got to be repetitive. When you can do 4 on the radio. People who are good do 4 minutes on just the taking off your shoes at a party. You know what I mean? You repeat yourself.
So I'm at the party. Yeah. The wife's there. She's not removing the Louboutins.
She's not removing.
I'm expected to take my Kirkland signatures off.
Yes.
I'm barely able to bend over at this. I mean, you're right. Whenever I accidentally go to like a radio station where it's like the old men who are like,
those still exist.
Yeah, but I'm like, they get to be on the radio. They're saying shit that's like kind of racist really dumb, and they're fine, and I can't be on the radio just because I don't believe in the government? Because I hate the police?
Thank you.
I'm just going to give the big but 7.
Yes, that's is why though. What you just said is exactly what they would say.
But they say insane
no, you can be a little
shit.
bit racist. You can definitely be misogynist.
I mean, they're
time.
like, please,
That's
if you don't hate
as
women, you're not getting on the mic.
You will not get a broadcasting license if you don't.
I'm like, I'll
have
hate
a lot
women.
Of gripes with women.
Who do I have to?
Right. But yes. So
who do I have to tug on the macaroni to get a job around here?
And that's what podcasts are for. But everyone has a podcast
blower.
now, so I want to go back to the radio. We were always radio people. Even our old podcasts. It was very.
We just put radio in the name, but it was a podcast.
we were. This is so long ago now, kids. The podcasts were not enough. We're like, well, it's the radio. We're doing a radio show.
We're like, what's the thing? Is it telegraph?
Telegram?
What was the thing that people phonograph?
A phonograph.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
With the
that's right.
horn, that's what people
The
used to listen
RCA
to music
logo,
on.
like
Yes.
it has the, yes, of course.
Yeah.
The old, keep them bass from jiggling around. The phonograph. It had such a pitch and tone to it. The phonograph.
Did it?
Maybe that
It
was just the way
did,
people
yeah.
were singing. It had like a tinny sound to it.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
People weren't
that
getting
was
enough
us.
vitamins.
They weren't. That was their
But they were getting a lot less plastic.
less plastic, more vaccines, less plastic
Oh, God.
than they are now.
Yeah. Measles free since 93.
Chugga. When they had the anti-vax, like I got up and cheered. Because I was like the
Excuse
Fauci
me?
mask thread in the pit. When the
Oh,
pit was like,
God,
and
not the pit
you also
again.
start seeing them coming a mile away. When they bring the person from the waiting room back in, you can look and go, this is going to be a measles anti-vax. You almost like are like house empty. You're diagnosing. You're like, this kid's gonna, I think it's measles.
Purple sweater in the waiting room, up to no good.
When his parents
Incel.
come back, they're going to ask about his vaccine status. Anyhow.
It's gonna happen.
We need to be back on the radio. I love that segment. Let's because we need to get back into
Okay,
radio
what should that
form.
be called? 2 minutes. Just
That needs to be called
microphone into my face.
through the phonogram.
Like
through
no,
the
like good blower.
Good blower.
What was it? The nickname?
You were good blower.
Just good blower. I thought it was a different.
Great blower.
Great blower, maybe.
Maybe. Fine blower.
Successful blower.
Mediocre blower.
Mid blow.
Mid blow. It should be called mid blow.
Mid blow. Okay, mid blow. Because the topic is mid. It's boring. But the blow is the 2 minutes of the strong
love this.
POV.
And they need to be, these topics need to be nothings. They need to be
nothing.
we need to
Traffic
push
was
ourselves.
almost too sexy.
It was.
You
I was thinking
also-
radio. I'm like also trying to think of what they would be.
Wow. You also went first, so that's hard. I'm trying to give you credit.
No, thank you. I mean, also, what do you mean? Give me credit. I blew.
Yeah.
I
It was
did.
okay.
I did
I'd give it a 6.
a 6 for not blowing.
Hey, I'm the
I'll take
ultimate great blow.
6 is incredible.
Let's end strong. We always like.
All right, we're gonna end strong, and
Let's
I'll
end
end strong
strong
with this.
I don't have any ideas for it, but I'm just saying I'd like to end strong today. Finish strong.
The Safdie film.
See, we're getting weird again.
This is good. The back half of these eps is where we need
the back
to
half.
be.
I hate watching you leave, but I love seeing
I love
that back
watching you
half.
melt away. The Safdie Split, the great Safdie Split
I didn't
of
know
2024.
they split until recently.
Right.
Well, until you told me yesterday.
Until they did they did Uncut Gems together.
That was together.
They split apart, and it went. One did, and I think it was over some questionable behavior on set of a movie. I don't remember what movie or what the deal is. I didn't look into it.
Did one of them do a bad thing, or just turned a blind eye to a bad thing?
I think there was. I think
don't even
there
know
might
why
have been
I care.
an actress uncomfortable with it with a sex scene. This is going to be.
Here we go. The actresses are always
Come on,
uncomfortable.
toots.
This is my
Yeah.
this is my drive time radio audition.
One Safdie.
Honey, you're lucky to be here.
One Safdie was
Sorry.
a Me Too denier and just said no. We're going with it. This is
Me
we're
too.
direct-
You too.
You too, baby. You too, toots.
So then they split.
That also might not be. We'll save that for
you
Interrata
want to
next
know
week.
why I
don't
think
know.
that's smart? Is if there was an allegation on set of
Mm-hmm.
them putting somebody in an uncomfortable position, it's like the thing of divorcing so that you don't have to give the money to the
brother v
complainer.
brother. Yeah.
Yeah, they might actually be in cahoots, and they're like, "You go be the good one, and then when I want to rehab my image, I'll come rejoin you, and it'll be this beautiful story.
It'll be great.
It'll be a renaissance of
You'll keep
Safdie."
winning the awards. I'll get to direct the sequel to the Melania doc in 10 years.
Yes.
When Brett Ratner.
But
I'll
then
be the
we can
Ratner
come
of my
back,
generation.
and everyone will be like,
Yeah.
"I missed you guys together. Remember Uncut Gems?" And it'll be easier to hide the bad because it was only on one of them.
You're right.
I did the quotes again.
No, they're
Fingers up,
savvy.
quotes
Yeah, they
out.
know what they're doing.
They're savvy and they're
They're
safty.
savvy. They're very savvy. Anyhow, so one did the Marty Supreme that I couldn't possibly give a fuck about.
Wow, I love
can't-
when you're never like that,
No.
but you watch everything and you're not watching Marty Supreme. I respect that. Have you seen it?
No.
You just looked away.
Well, no,
like-
because I was like, even shit I don't like in a specific way. Shit that I know I'm going to hate. I'm going to watch the Melania doc. I watch it all.
I'm gonna watch the Melania doc.
And I don't have to pay for any of it. So I just watch it. So I'm like, it's not like I'm contributing in any way other than I need to.
No, I mean,
And also,
gives
who
a
gives a
shit
shit?
about
We're all-
that? What
but-
I will say about Marty is, it's not that I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's something worse. I have no interest. I think I've said,
Nobody.
I'm nobody. I'm Charles.
nobody,
I'm
Marty.
nobody. That's
Great.
Charles
You play
Manson,
fucking
guys.
ping pong.
If you
Good
knew
for
about
you.
this interview, you would say, "Woo, that was a good impression." I'm
What a-
nobody.
What a great deep cut. I'm a boxcar and a jug of wine.
I'm a boxcar and a jug of wine.
I'm a bushy blonde hairdo.
I'm a little rat-a-ta-pita. Okay. I just don't care about it.
I don't either.
And it's funny though because people didn't just see it; they cared.
Mm-hmm.
They really cared.
My
about
God,
it.
did they care? I mean, they were forced to care by Mr. Chalamet. My problem is more the Chalamet of it all. I don't think I would. You know what? You know what it felt like? It felt like a parody. Like 5 years ago, there would be a parody of an A24 film about a little
ping pong,
moxie little ping ponger who won't take no for an answer, and he's wearing suspenders and has a mustache.
Your
and
issue
Timothy
is him
Chalamet.
in the movie, though, not like him as the actor doing all these terrible interviews.
It feels like a Chat GPT.
But the interviews
creation,
it does,
even though it's based on a true story.
But
yes,
is it being like I'm the greatest of all time?
Yes,
I think I've already said this.
The interviews,
but that's annoying.
The interviews were in character, which is also funny that people. I think that I might have just be ripping this from something I read on the.
Is he doing like a Joaquin Phoenix like
media,
meta thing?
That's what I'm saying, and people only do that. I'm definitely just stealing this idea, but it's something I'm sure we've all noticed.
I don't care.
People only do the method acting.
Lock him up
when they're I'm going to testify when they're assholes. Like people are only in character. Like it was like Jim Carrey as
like I didn't play grab
Andy
ass.
Kaufman.
The character did.
Right. I mean, or I didn't do this interview where I just shit all over everyone and everything and made it awkward. It's like anyway. Chalamet at the Knicks games, he's trying to I'm like, Spike is still there. Like, we'll deal with Fine. Tracy Morgan's now there. Like, Ben Stiller's
just
there.
Throwing up everywhere.
He's just puking course.
Have we talked about that? Yes,
and Chalamet's there with his billionaire wife, and it's like, bro,
they're not married.
They should be.
Get a prenup, Kylie. Take it from
me.
We
want prenups. Yes, definitely.
Wow, we want prenup.
But yeah, anyhow, I don't care for Chalamet, even though he's a fine actor.
Okay, we finished strong.
All right, so I don't know which Safdie Split, because I also didn't do any of the research.
Every
so I don't know
time
who
you say split, you do a splits thing with your fingers.
I take my two fingers together and I split
I want the
them.
listeners to know. You're
Yes.
Safdie Split.
I do a Sharon Stone basic instinct
You
leg
do,
crossover.
and it's like a little finger dance like you would do on a desk in the old days. You'd be like, da, 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 da. Rockettes.
Spreading. Yeah, I am doing
Start
Rockets.
spreading your legs. Oh my God, we've derailed.
Anyhow, I don't know which Safdie is directing Mr.
Now he's doing both.
I've
hands.
corrected myself.
I don't know which.
I don't know. I've done.
Okay, so what is the point of you not knowing which one?
Now I'm self-conscious to discuss this because of my finger work.
Keep your hands in your lap.
All right, my hands are sitting. They're visible. They're on my knees, on my spread. All fingers are spread.
Okay, now do the first one you did.
1,000 points.
No, but do the first one you did with the. Wait, I need the angle. Yeah.
Safdie Split. Safdie Split. And
okay,
then,
now do that second one you did with both hands.
Oh, and then Safdie Split.
Okay, we're gonna post that for.
Great, that'll be a nice
listeners.
boomerang.
What were you saying about the Safdies?
So I don't remember which Safdie is doing which film, but one of them did the ping pong.
Yes.
And the other one did the smashing machine.
Okay. That's about a wrestler?
Which is about a mixed martial artist.
Yes.
Mark Kerr, played by The Rock.
Wow.
Dwayne.
Is he a little old to be playing that role, or that's how it was?
Mark Kerr was a little older.
Got it.
Yeah, when he was kind of but they also do him a lot of makeup on him, and they could do some de-aging. You know how that works these days.
Maybe they don't need makeup anymore.
No, and The Rock's in phenomenal.
If he just signs over his likeness, he doesn't even have to be on set.
Anyhow, there's a scene in there.
I'm hip.
Where The Rock is walking out, and they're just introing him for in character, and they're introing him.
Okay.
And he's they list him at 6'1", 255 pounds. And as we know, The Rock, he's built like a brick shithouse. Mark Kerr, they're doing accurate for what he was. So I just Googled an image of Mark Kerr in his prime. Looking at the what this guy is at 255 pounds is just funny because that's what I am.
I thought you were 240 now.
I lost. Yeah, no, I'm down to 240. I was saying I've hit 255 on the scale.
Yes,
I don't follow my weight much. I'm not. I've unfollowed.
But the doctor will tell you I've unfollowed my weight. I blocked it.
Yeah, unsubscribe. But I whenever I get told what it is, it's been 255. So it's just 255.
That's what
It's
I've been told my weight. Okay,
but what's funny about that is I'm like, I love the variety of weights where I'm like, this could be 255,
Yes.
and me with my shirt off.
It's
which
like learning
that's
about
what we
matter, like dense matter, and
Yes.
you're like this, like lead, and then this is
It's
like
matter,
a feather
it's biology,
bed.
it's everything.
Yeah,
and it's
No,
fascinating.
255 can look like anything.
255 can look like anything. Yes.
Bravo.
Thank you. So I just wanted to end on that.
Oh, and that you and the Rock
My own private
have
255.
You and the Rock have more in common than you thought.
That's right. Yes, we're both just specimens of sorts. 255 specimens in the
Beautiful.
museum. Will be up on at the 255 shelf at the Mutter Museum.
Hey, I'd take you over the Rock any day.
Bless you. I love you, dear.
You can blow, baby.
Yes.
Mid blow.
You can. You're a great blower, baby.
Blowing in the wind.
All right, blowing in the wind. I'll
Blow you a kiss.
Safdie Split.
Safdie Split.